What's going on, everybody? We are live in Indiana, getting ready to jump onto 69 South. Hopefully Prism doesn't kick me off. It's been doing that lately. It'll run for a little bit and then shut it off, and then you got to hit restart again. State trooper went by me before with his lights on. Hope everybody's having a great weekend. I think I saw Carol Burton in there. I think that's her. Maybe not. I can't tell. I got my sunglasses on. We are southbound 69 right now. Yes, it is Carol Burton. Weather, we are still in single digits outside. I don't think we've hit double digits yet. Our wind chill is still under zero. Snow started last night. About 9 o'clock, it was just kind of flurries. Woke up this morning and it was coming down pretty good. Southern Indiana, my wife talked to her sister down there, and they have 22 inches of snow in Evansville. So they're getting pounded pretty good. As you can see, this highway here is normally 4 lanes. I did throw the tow chains in the back of the truck in case we got to pull somebody out. I guess Decatur's getting hit pretty good too. Yeah, no, the passenger don't say a whole lot. Got our son with me. This is green. Got a semi getting ready to pass us. Yeah.
They act like they have the best traction in the world.
Oh, I know. He's barreling down on us too.
He is flying.
Yeah, he is.
And he's a tanker too.
Yep, so if he's got any liquid in there, that thing's sloshing around.
State troopers seem to.
Yeah, they won't do nothing. Got another one coming up behind us here in a little bit. Yeah, the snow is coming down pretty good. It hasn't let up much since this morning. It's gotten heavier at times, but this has been about the constant that it's been. Did see a snowplow coming northbound on 69 a while ago when I first headed out. I do have the truck and auto four-wheel drive, so I got good traction. So anytime a tire slips, it kicks into auto four-wheel drive, so we won't have any issues. I've been in deeper snow than this. This is a really light, powdery snow too, so the winds are supposed to pick up later on this afternoon, and when that happens, then the blowing and the drifting will start. Is this guy stuck, or what's he doing?
Maybe a state truck.
It's a work truck. Nope, it is a cop. Sheriff. What's up, Sapphire Patriot? Turn the heated seats off. Getting warm. There was a car stuck up at the intersection of Lima and Washington Center. There was a Jeep pulling him, driving a little rice burner that was rear wheel drive, and he was not going nowhere trying to get up the hill there. So the Jeep put his tow strap on it and was pulling it.
When they're going to have mine done. Time of day. They had to replace a transfer case in the rear end.
At least the warranty covered it.
Yeah. I got to change the tires on it.
Coming up here, this is the Airport Expressway. Yeah, I know, Jalen. It's supposed to do this, I think they said, all day today into this evening. I had that snow shield over the windshield so it didn't pile up with snow. And Jody, he's got that Jeep. It's in the shop.
$1,000. Thank God.
That's what it was for the transmission on this, but luckily warranty covered it.
Trans went out on this.
Yeah. A couple of years ago,
Jesus.
they're known to go out. See the snow plows up there on the left, they got them staggered, trying to clear off the airport expressway. I wish we get the snow like Jenny's getting down in Evansville. She's got 22 inches. What? That'd be fun. At least it's not like that snow that Russia got. Did you see that?
Yeah.
That's insane. Showed all them cars that are buried under like 15 feet of snow.
It was funny watching the guy jump out of the window into the snow.
Yeah. If I lived there, I would be like calling into work, and if they asked me when I would be back to work, I'd be like June, when the snow's gone. Good morning, good morning, good morning. I bet that there's nothing flying in or out.
I don't know, the people that had the car on a rental, they flew out this morning. how, but they left early though. They had texted me about 6 in the morning saying they were leaving.
You won't see a lot of cars down here that don't have all-wheel drive or something in this weather. That's for sure.
Wouldn't follow them because it's not. This is railroads.
Yeah, you can't tell the edge. Snow plows are making money today. They ain't plowed this road yet. No donuts. What's the fun then? Got to do some donuts. Got to do some drifting.
It's in short-term A3. This is gonna be fun.
What's that?
So this is gonna be fun. Next one. License plate. Reading license. For a ticket. Please. Welcome. Please proceed into the lot. It's facing this way, so it's gonna be wherever that yellow dozer is. Go down the next one.
Oh my God, look at that little plow. I'll follow you. Yeah, we've had, I don't know, about 6-7 inches right now in Fort Wayne. Uh,
Please scan your ticket or scan your luggage. The door is open.
That's right, guys. Hit that like button. We're going to be out. As soon as we get out of here, we're going to go do some more chasing here. But make sure you guys hit that like button. If you're not a subscriber to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. We got many different things that will be coming up here later on. Next weekend, we have the Right for Life March that we will be streaming. So make sure you guys have your notifications on for that.
Reading license plate. Thank you for your business. Please drive safely.
I like snow for like 2 days out of the year. The rest of the time, I could live without snow. Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, and that's it. Yep. I did bring the chains in case somebody was stuck. We can pull them out. I can hook the chains up to it, pull them out of the ditch. Hopefully people are driving smart enough that that doesn't happen. But you never know. There's always that handful of people that think they know how to drive in the snow that really don't. I could be making some good money if I had a plow on the front of my truck. Oh, somebody needs to build a house on that basement. Holy cow. It'll be hard to do that. This here's not, this part here is not too bad. Plow came through earlier, I can tell by the side of the road. So this one's not doing too bad here. Later on up here, we'll get out to where there's some country roads, some of the highways that run where the snow will be drifting across. Got playoff games today. Don't think Denver is going to have much of a chance today. I really don't. If Denver uh, losing their quarterback, I don't think Denver will have a choice. I think Patriots are going to take it. Just my estimation. Which I'm not a Patriots fan because I'm a Buffalo Bills fan. So I absolutely despise the Patriots. Good morning. That's right. I am a Buffalo Bills fan. Have been for a long time, even with the heartache of losing 4 in a row. I think the roads would have been a lot worse had this been a heavy wet snow. But since it's not a heavy wet snow, because we're still, I don't even know if we've hit double digits yet. this around. So yeah, we're gonna go up here, make a stop, and then we're gonna head back out. Probably get back on the highway, maybe drive down there, and then come back up through some of the county roads and stuff like that where it's really starting to drift. I did notice the wind blowing across a little bit, but I hope you guys are all having a great Sunday. And we got America's 250th birthday coming up. I can't wait for that. Can't wait for summer. Y'all can have this snow. Hold on just a second here, guys. You going or staying?
I'm not going, staying inside.
All right, I'll see you. Yep, yep, yeah. Well, when it comes to stuff like that, we need to, hold on a second, I have to clean my windshield wipers. We need to let the investigation take its course. Um, but here's the thing that people need to remember. He was given a lawful order. Uh, he was told to back up. Um, he resisted. As a gun owner, whenever law enforcement approaches you of any kind, you need to tell law enforcement that you are carrying. Whenever I carry, and I have, which has only been like twice, the very first thing I tell them is that I do carry, um, and I am carrying. So that lets the police officer know that I have a weapon. Um, when I carry, I don't need to carry all 4 of my clips. So I'm not too sure why he would find it necessary to. I'm going to turn this back around so y'all can see here in a minute. I don't know. Oh, that car just about hit the curb. I don't understand why he needed to carry 3 clips, but he has a constitutional right to carry as many clips as he wants. Um, Personally, I don't need to carry 3 clips whenever I'm out and about. He was given a lawful order by them to back up. Um, Unfortunately, these agitators that have gone and started stuff with law enforcement have gotten away with the fact that they can uh, do things without any repercussions. Unfortunately, under the last administration, and we've seen it with the George Floyd riots, how many of those people that burnt down buildings were ever held accountable for burning down buildings, for looting, for catching police departments on fire? Uh, they had people set up for attorneys and all that stuff to help these people out, and people weren't held accountable. Now people are being held accountable. If you want to act like a fool, you will be held accountable. Do I want to see anybody get shot? No. But the person should have complied with law enforcement. Had he sat there and the first thing he said to them is like, hey, I'm just down here documenting, I am carrying, I have a weapon. But he didn't say that. He was worried about his filming, and he never said that. So that's. I'm gonna turn this back around here so you guys can see. So being the fact that he was filming, he didn't disclose to law enforcement that, hey, I have a gun. My gun is either on my waist or it's in a holster or wherever it was at. None of that was done. So there is a failure there on his part to disclose that he is carrying a weapon, and then the fact that he resisted law enforcement. Um, so my belief is he should have told law enforcement that he was carrying a weapon, and he resisted, and unfortunately he lost his life because of his reckless behavior. That guy's turning. It's taken him a year and a half to turn. And just like the left-wing media will always do, they will always present just their side of a situation. They never want to look at both sides of a situation. They immediately jump to conclusions. Governor Walz and Fry, whatever the hell his name is, are completely useless for the state of Minnesota. Not all of Minnesota is blue. The majority of it is actually red. Unfortunately, you have the liberal cities that are voting for these blue liberal mayors and governors. This will not take away from the fact of what has been going on with the fraud that has been found in Minneapolis. And I hope that they prosecute everybody that is involved. And if it's Waltz, I think he needs to be prosecuted. But as far as the leadership of Minneapolis and all of that, they are failing the people by not allowing the police to do their job. No way should any city succumb to anarchists that are going to take over city streets and block them off with trash cans, not to mention the people that own those trash cans. Okay, these people, there's people there that actually have to pay for these trash can rentals, and they're going to go out there and their trash can's going to be gone because of the foolishness that's been happening. And, I live in a city that had a Democrat mayor, and when the riots happened under George Floyd, they tried to bring that crap into our city. And our mayor was a Democratic mayor. He told the police officers and the sheriff's department, we are not allowing that in this city. As soon as something happens, we are going to shut it down. And that's exactly what they did. As soon as something happened, they shut it down. And we did not have that. We had like 2 windows broken and a planter box. As soon as that happened, Fort Wayne City Police, Allen County Sheriff's Department shut that shit down, so we were not going to have buildings looted and burned. You have a right to peacefully protest. You do not have a right to burn a building down. You do not have a right to loot. You do not have a right to burn cars, destroy people's private property, destroy city property. You have a constitutional right to peacefully protest. The problem is the definition of peaceful has been blurred because of these liberal politicians that ensue violent rhetoric to the American people, such as Maxine Waters. When you see a MAGA person or a conservative, you get in their face. Okay, what do you think's going to happen when you get into somebody's face? You got people like Chuck Schumer talking about Gorsuch, sitting there saying, we're going to bring the whirlwind. That's the kind of rhetoric that I'm talking about. That's the kind of shit that doesn't need to be happening. So we were actually heading into downtown Fort Wayne. We're going to get up here to Clinton Street, and then we will head towards one of the harder hit areas. Start driving out that way. And it's okay to disagree with people. People can agree to disagree, and that is perfectly fine. I do not have an issue with that. So the snow has been falling since last night at about 9 o'clock. It started with some light snow, slowly picked up overnight, and we're supposed to be getting snow pretty much all day here in the Summit City. Uh, they're saying our snow totals will hit 5 to 8 inches. I think we'll hit that easily, maybe surpass it. You can see people are out starting to shovel, snow blow. What's up, Julius? I hope you're doing well after your surgery. Prayers for you and fast healing. And again, guys, make sure you hit that thumbs up, share it out, share this winter storm coverage out, everybody. If you're not a subscriber, please hit that subscribe button and make sure your notifications on. We will be back out next weekend for the Right to Life March that is happening. So make sure you guys have your notification bells on that for that as well. If you're over there on Rumble, welcome in on Rumble. I cannot see the Rumble chat, but welcome in on Rumble. If anybody ever did any like rumble rants, I won't see it until after I get home, and I'll give you guys a shout out on the next time. Ugh. Haven't seen RW in the chat. Is he in here, Jalen? I didn't know if Texas Real Woman was in the chat yet, or if he's still snuggled up in his bed with his 50-degree weather. What's up, Brian Glock? Up, RW is in. I didn't see him. I seen the frowny face, and then I knew exactly who it was, because he's always frowning. He's never a happy guy. The only time RW is happy is when he's trying to get me in trouble. Get outside the city here and this person in this car here. I gotta get around him because Jalen, I'll figure that out when as soon as whenever I get home. Tell you what, I'd like to have fried chicken, homemade mashed potatoes with gravy, and a fresh baked apple pie. I'm waiting for the laughing emojis to start popping up. And there they are. Somebody said Cracker Barrel. Cracker Barrel does sound good. I ain't gonna deny it. I do like Cracker Barrel. I like to go to Blue Gate. No, I didn't see RW's comment. I try not to. Dude, get over. You don't need 3 lanes. So this is the southeast corridor. This is where our liberal mayor wants to dump all the money to fix up the southeast corridor. He's given hundreds of thousands of dollars to some of these neighborhoods, and it still hasn't helped with people wanting to move into this side of the town. Basically because crime. So they think by putting up fancy planters and fancy signs that's going to get people to move into this area of the city. Why is he putting on his brakes? You see, RW, this is snow, not that half-inch crap you get there in San Antonio. RW gets like a ½ inch of snow, and he's calling for the Red Cross to come out to bring him his In-N-Out burger. Sends text messages to Donald Trump. I need my In-N-Out. Send in the National Guard. See, we had a blizzard here in '78, and it got a ton of snow here. I seen pictures. I was actually living in Houston at the time, and the city was completely shut down. Uh, Neighbors were helping neighbors with snowmobiles, getting groceries. This road's turning to crap pretty quick. What's up, Texas J. Jones? Would I like to see a blizzard like that? Maybe once, just so I can say I experienced it. Pleasantly surprised I have not seen any cars in the ditch. Of course, it is only 10:41 in the morning, so a lot of people probably aren't out and about at this time. But I'm pleasantly surprised that we haven't seen any vehicles in the ditches. Get up here and we'll jump on 469. This here is a major highway. You can see how much it's snow covered. Yep, I'm heading back that way, Jalen. Speed limit 70. I'm doing like 48. Right now we are westbound on 469. And the snow is still coming down. So what's everybody's picks for the Super Bowl? I'm saying Patriots are going to win the whole thing. That's who my pick is. Uh, I don't think. I think the Patriots got a pretty good team right now this year. As much as I hate to say it, I think the Patriots are going to win the whole thing again. And I'm not a big Kraft fan, so glad to see Indiana Hoosiers win the national title. Probably one of the single-handedly greatest coaching and team seasons in college football. I would have to say that what they accomplished last year was incredible. Uh, did it with players that were not even highly recruited, weren't none of your 4-star players or 5-star players. Did it with a bunch of good players, but not great players. I think what Coach Signati did was probably one of the best coaching jobs ever. losing satellite for the. There it comes back on. About 5 miles from 69, then we could jump on 69 and head towards the house. Then I get to go clean my driveway off. So this road here basically makes a loop all the way around Fort Wayne, uh, much like Indianapolis. This one here just makes a loop around Fort Wayne, and then there's multiple get-off points that takes you into downtown Fort Wayne or the north side or the northwest side. Our Governor Braun did issue a state of emergency for the state of Indiana, especially for the southern counties with all the snow that they're getting. This part here is pretty good. Should be coming up here to 69 pretty shortly. Got this all under, on the GPS it shows this is all yellow. Not sure why, but they're showing it all yellow. We are actually out by the GM plant right now. See it in the background there, General Motors truck plant, where the greatest pickup trucks are made, the Silverado. Come on, be, don't be drifting on me there a little bit. Well, you got to use that term loosely about Texas guys, because there is one that goes by real woman. So we got to be careful how we use that. We don't want to misgender RW. You can see 69 is pretty much down to one lane. This is 2 lanes until you get up here, and then it splits up into like 4 or 5 lanes. So if you are going to be traveling today and you live in Indiana, please be careful, or if you're in the storm path, allow for plenty of time. You don't want to be that one person that gets trying to rush to get somewhere and then you end up in a ditch or in a wreck. See, if RW had this kind of snow, he'd be calling a tow truck. He'd probably be stuck in the ditch. That restaurant there, Sarah's Family Restaurant, is a great restaurant. Locally owned. They got great hamburgers, great fried catfish. Highly recommend it. Good food at a good price. Took them 2 days to get out. Yeah, well, that does happen. Snow plows are lined up on the other side, heading southbound. How many they got going? Just one or two? Nope, they got two of them going. Or no, it's one with a side plow attached to it. It is windy. I can hear it blowing up on the glass. If you look at the truck in front of us, you can see how the wind has blown it across the highway. So as the day progresses, the winds are supposed to pick up to about 20-25. So that means all this light, fluffy snow will begin drifting. And I got to tell you, these bib overalls that Jody bought for me for Christmas, I don't know why I never bought a pair of these a long time ago. Well, I had a pair that I use for hunting, but I wore those out hunting. Yeah, I had a pair when I used to do construction too. It's almost a given. You almost got to have them. When I did concrete work, I had to have them. One job I don't miss is concrete work. Your hands get all dried out and cracked. Starting to deteriorate a little more and more right now. So NDOT's done a pretty decent job keeping the highways clean, but as you can tell, they're having a hard time keeping up with the snow rate. We get these bands that come in, it snows real hard, and it just kind of erases pretty much everything they did, but they are out in full force. Keep an eye on that truck in case he hits one of those snow ruts up there. Doesn't, yeah, I should have stayed in this lane. Yeah, you don't want to be over there. Snow's pretty deep. It's going to throw you across the highway. He got smart. Well, I bet that does make a heck of a noise if you hit one of those. Never drove a snowplow. They're making their money though today. All the state workers that are out on snowplows, they're making some bank today. Getting that time and a half in, or double time, being that it's a Sunday. The exits are absolute crap. As you can see, guys, the snow's still coming. I'm just about home, so I am going to end the stream. Uh, I got to get my driveway cleared when I get home. The snow blower fired up and get it cleared off so I can put the truck back in. I hope everybody has a safe Sunday. I hope they all enjoy watching uh, playoff games today. Be safe out there. Make sure you guys have the notifications on. If you're not a subscriber, please hit that subscribe button. We will be live next weekend for the Right to Life March in downtown Fort Wayne. Uh, so you all stay safe, and we will catch you next Saturday when we go live downtown. Peace.